one
You've
side.
got to thank, Stephen Couchy in terms of what he's done for this basketball team in this game. And, he's given them the spark when they need it. Right now is with this 12-point lead. He's been the catalyst behind that margin.
And Persinger's had a good contest as well in this contest for the Patriots, but it's still early. Still 7:48 left to go in this game. And you can see what's happened by quarters. Jerome with that strong second quarter, followed up with an outstanding third quarter as well. And with that cushion, they lead by 12. Persinger, by the way, is the leading scorer for the Patriots with 11. All alone, Martin to the hoop, waited, and maybe waited too long. As Rombeck got a hand on the ball, was able to knock it away. Sometimes you can wait too long.
You can, deflections again. Tim Brady, as long as he is with his arms, just had a chance to grab that ball and make a good outlet pass.
Baseline, did he step out of bounds? Yes, he did. Harris was on the baseline. He doesn't think so, but give it back to Olentangy Liberty. And Coach Blind is saying, maybe there was a little contact inside, too. Waterwash is going to check back in. And checking out is Tyler Connor. Connor, interesting story. Didn't play varsity last year. Not contributing as a junior. Waterwash had some time on the bench. Kick it inside. Double team on Welch. From Michael back outside to Tommy now. He's down to 7:10 left to go. A lot of defense in this one. And I'll tell you what, it was a strong first quarter for Liberty, Dave, but after that, it's been all Jerome.
Well, I think the tempo of the game got changed by their changing defense. As you'll see here, they're in that matchup 2-3 or 3-2, and they're really making it difficult for them to get good looks at the basket.
Good penetration that time by Zach Michael. Count it 2 again for the late joiners. What do you do to attack a defense like that?
Well, I think you got to penetrate and kick out, but I also think you have to have good offensive rebounding against most zones. And I think if you do that, that first shot may not be the best, but if you crash the boards, you're going to get that second and third look.
Tyler kicks it over on the skip pass. 2 guys in the same spot. To Welch, who penetrates, lost the handle. Waterhouse, count it for 2. They were down 12. They've cut it to 8. And again, they're applying some full court pressure. Look at this 3-on-2. Oops, little reach-in foul they're going to call on Tommy Waterwash. He doesn't think so, but unofficially he's got foul number 3. And for his team, that's team foul number 5 here in the second half. They get 6 now.
Timmy Brady again making some penetration. The foul was there, and again, that's Couchy and Brady taking it to the basket, being aggressive, getting to the free throw line. We've shot a lot of free throws tonight, Randy, on both sides. And I think Jerome, of course, has the most attempts right now.
Brady will have another. As we go to the bench, and Harris will check out, and Johnson will come back in. Tim Brady's the guy that, you look at that balance. See what he's done on the season. 11 in this game, but, 21 or more 6 different times. That's the guy that's a balanced leading scorer, Dave. That's a guy that you can count on pretty much night in and night out.
Well, he's done that, especially this senior season, and I always say this about seniors. It's what I call last. You have a last home game. You got a last game you're going to play this team. A last time I'm going to practice. And I think when you have a senior team and you have 3 starters, they're going to make sure they get the most out of this situation for Dublin Jerome.
Neil Johnson goes over the back and picks up foul number 3. 6:05 left to go. Waterwash. Nope. That was a chance to cut it to 5 right there. Harold needs some help backcourt. Nobody's come back to help him, and now finally it'll be Brady who comes to get the basketball. We talk about a guy playing point guard. Is it good sometimes to rotate that guy off the point, let him play the 2 or the 3 sometimes?
I think it is, especially in Couchy's situation, because he's an outstanding shooter and driver as well. At the point, you're directing the show a little bit more versus when you're on the wing, you have an opportunity to score.
Rosenbaum saw the opening, couldn't get it to fall, but a good follow that time by Neil Johnson. Well, I like those two as a combination. Rosenbaum is not shy. He will make the move to the hoop, and Johnson will clean up inside. And Neil's just a junior. You've got to think he's going to bulk up with that frame. On the takeaway, here's Brady the other way. Knocked away by Rombeck, and Tyler will start the race back 3-on-2. Wow, that was a tough shot there. Fade away and the bounce. Nope. The problem is when they're doing this, there's nobody else inside to get the rebound. Waterwash tries to come up with another one with 5:04 left to go.
one thing that's happened during the course of this basketball game is Coach Klein has really rotated his top 3 or 4 guys in and out to give them that minute or two ball. Andy Gass does not have that luxury, Randy. He's got to make sure he's getting significant minutes out of all their perimeter players. And you'll see as we head down the stretch here, some fatigue might be able to set in here.
Neil Johnson has 4 fouls, all here in the second half. In and out the shot, no good that time by Dustin Welch when he goes to a tie-up and he gets it. But alternating possessions will give the ball to the Celtics. And Harris will check back in, and Johnson will check out with those 4 fouls. Well, that's the one thing you have to work on with a younger player sometimes is work your size, know what you can do, try not to go over the back. And sometimes, you've seen this too, you've coached these guys, and with a guy that's got a nephew who's 7 feet like me, you can be guilty sometimes of just being tall. So you have to know not to get into situations that put you too close to the guy handling the basketball. Couchy's got it. Got a great story about my youngest nephew, the 7-footer, was playing basketball in South Chicago about a month ago as Rosenbaum goes baseline, lost the handle, out of bounds. Give it back now to the Patriots. Goes there because he doesn't play pro ball in Germany this year, and goes to the south side and says, you know what, let's see if I can get a pickup game. And there's 9 guys, they're waiting for the 10th guy to arrive, and they wait an extra 5 minutes, and they go, by the way, you're guarding this guy. He goes, oh, who is this guy? Zach Michael goes in and out from 21 feet. Comes up, walks in by himself, wearing an old gray sweatshirt. It's Michael Jordan. He goes, what's your name, Reinhardt? Eric, okay. You reach, and I'll teach. We'll leave it at that.
There you go.
So he got a chance to play against Michael Jordan. Tim Hardaway was also in that contest as well. Nice thing to do when you're about 27 to tell everybody you played against Michael Jordan, and you scored 7 baskets to 4 for him.
You remember those baskets.
Oh, yeah. 49-39, and as Rombeck has decided a better seat is 10 rows back. And the Celtics are going to burn a timeout, a full timeout with 3:54 left to go. I think Coach Klein wants to make sure everybody's on the same page, so he takes that. With 3:54 left, this is basketball at CSN. We are local sports. And this Walmart timeout is brought to you by 7-Up and Sunkist. Don't forget to pick some up while you're checking out the basketball games of the week. Into the huddle now with Coach Klein, Coach Carlisle. And here's Tyler doing the 2-step. 1, 2, up the stand. And still comes up with the basketball, too. Coming back down, I would have taken some popcorn out there. There was a chance to get some popcorn on the way back down. Always eat when you get a chance. Keep up your strength. Now, when you played, Dave, what position did you play? Remind the folks at home. Were you a 1 or a 2 or a 3?
I was a point guard.
Point guard.
Yeah, I had a good running mate, so we kind of switched on and off, just like we talked about here with Couchy off the point sometimes. So that's always good. And, you know, Andy Gass, at this point of this game right now, he's trying to figure a few things out right now. He's got to be a little careful with under 4 minutes to go, trying to make a little run here, and the run's going to be very important.
Saw the big game they had with Balance against Franklin Heights. The victory by a count of 64-41. Take it back the other way with 3:53 left to go. Well, the margin is 10. At times it was 3, 6, 8, and they worked it up to 10 or 12. And right now we've kind of been in a stalemate. I think the Patriots are going to see if they have a little bit left in the gas tank for one more run. Tyler with a penetration and huge contact inside and a whistle and a foul before the shot is going to go against the Celtics. 3:45 left.
Just consistency at the offensive end right now for Olentangy Liberty. I mean, they've had a couple of small runs. They just haven't been able to string them together like Jerome has at their end of the court.
Couchy picks up the foul. That is his second. 16 fouls on either side. And we're waiting to clean up a little perspiration inside the lane. So who's your favorite running mate in the backcourt when you're playing? Was it in high school days, your college days?
It was actually in college days, and he's a doctor right now, and his name is Scott Ballinger. Very good guard, good shooter, lefty. And we took care of each other is what I call it.
All right.
On the floor.
Rebound pulled out inside by Harris, and a whistle and a foul. Shot it up. I think it's going to go on Dustin Welch, playing a little too closely inside. Or are they going to call a timeout instead? Or are they going to say the ball was out? And so Fenton Morris signaled a couple different things. I'm waiting for clarification of this. It just looks like they're going to get the basketball. A lot of gesturing there for that.
Yeah, a lot of different things right there. And all I know is Jerome's got the basketball.
That's right. It's the bottom line. And as Rombeck, though, with the quick hands, Tyler Done a good job a couple times of knocking it away. This is Waterhouse. Penetrates. Tyler for three. Nope. A long rebound into the hands of Michael, but he's trapped into the hoop. And again, you trap baseline like that, you make it so difficult, but they free up. Persinger, well, they've had their chances to cut into that lead, and it comes right our way.